Hey everybody, Rebecca here doing some cozy video filming from the comfort of my bedroom. I have my robot vacuum going around and vacuuming the house, so I didn't want to film out in the living room where I usually do with all that noise in the background. Anyway, it's time for the January 2024 budget review. It's a brand new year and I have already messed up the budget. So we'll get to that, but if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm on YouTube to show my journey to get out of debt and also reach financial independence and retire early. That is the name of the game here. If you have never seen a video of mine before, I have been documenting this process since 2018. I am a third shift worker in healthcare. I do ultrasound for a living. And I live here in North Carolina and hope to eventually retire early someday. Anyhow, the budget is the foundation of everything that I do in my financial life. And that is why I have not ever missed a budget review video on this channel since I started it in 2018. But that being said, that doesn't mean that I make a mistake from time to time like we will see in this budget. So if you enjoy this type of content, then I would appreciate it if you would hit the subscribe button down below and follow the journey. With all that said, let's take a look at this January budget review. All right, so here we are looking at the January budget. You may have noticed that I have changed my budget layout here just a little bit. So to quickly go over that, this column G here used to be a percentage of income column. And honestly, I never really looked at that column or used it really. The only thing that I'm interested in keeping track of percentage-wise from month to month is what my savings rate is, how much money I'm able to invest, right? So I don't really care like what percentage of income all of these minor expenses are. So I decided to just make this a notes column instead. And I did also add a column over here, H, for me to keep track of my year-to-date totals on some things as the months go on here. So for instance, I want to know how much actual net income makes it to my hands as the year goes on for me to figure out how to spend or invest or save, whatever the case may be. And this first row down here in the bills and spending section, this year-to-date total is going to denote how much principal payoff I've paid on my mortgage as the year goes on. So, I mean, y'all can see I pretty much pay off about $200 a month, but still, I would just like to see what the total is at the end of the year, how much principal payoff I have made on my mortgage. Same thing down here for the whole bills and spending section. I would like to see how much money I am actually spending as the year goes on. And the debt section will hopefully be gone here sooner rather than later. So I didn't really worry about totals for this section because my car will be paid off soon in the coming months. That is the main financial goal that I'm working on right now, if y'all can't tell by the amount of money I have paid towards the car this month. But yeah, we'll get to how much I owe on the car here in just a bit. But yes, I did add this year-to-date totals column, and I used it for the investing portion of the budget too. That way I can keep track of when I max out my Roth IRA, for example, and what the total amount of money is that I have invested as the months go on. But this section, this last section here, is just for members of the channel. I only publicly share my percentage progress to my FIRE number and my savings rate total for the month publicly. So my actual brokerage accounts and the balances in these various accounts is a members only feature. So if you are a channel member, then check the member section for that information. So back to the top here. And if you do like this budget layout, you can get it for free. Check the first link down in the description box below. You can download this budget template for free and change it around however you like. You just have to click on File and make a copy. And then you can set this up however you want to suit your own budget style. Anyway, so Let's look at January 2024. This has been a really good month for me, despite kind of messing up my budget. And we'll talk about that in the bills and spending section here. But y'all can see that my income was really good this month. My retention bonus hit. I had a lot more money to work with this month than what I typically do. So no changes here from the mid-month budget update video that I put out, except that I did sell some more things from around the house here and got rid of them. So I brought in $139.14 there. It's an oddly specific number because someone paid me through Venmo and they paid me as goods and services. So Venmo takes a slice whenever somebody uses that option. But it was fine. It was a $40 thing, so Venmo took, 86 cents? No big deal. It's fine. So total income for the month there, I was actually expecting a little bit more, but I came in just slightly under. Close enough. It's fine. This is plenty of money for me to work with in 1 month. Y'all can see that my expenses are pretty low. My cost of living in North Carolina is pretty nice, and yeah, I just try to take advantage of that and get to financial independence as quickly as I can. But no big changes from the mid-month budget update here. You know, my house payment, utilities I had already paid. The internet bill was on target. Gas for my car, I filled up twice, I think. It was almost $60. I've been over budgeting for gas a lot, and I think I'm just going to bring this number down in the coming months going forward. I do plan on making a February budget plan video tonight too while I'm at it, so we'll look at that later. The food and household budget here. This is what I messed up. So at the mid-month budget update video that I put out, I was doing pretty good on my food and household budget, I thought. So it turns out that I forgot to log a $140 shopping trip in the budget. And I didn't realize that until I went to actually, pay off my credit card after my last paycheck came in. And I was looking at what was in my checking account versus what my budget said versus what my credit card said. And the math wasn't mathing. So I had to figure out what was missing. And now the one good thing that I like about Google Sheets budgeting is that you can have the app on your phone and you can bring up the Google Sheets on your phone, and whenever you make a purchase, you can just log it immediately. So it's very rare that I forget to log something in the budget, and if I do forget something, it's usually something small, but I don't know that I've ever forgotten to log an actual entire grocery trip into the budget. But yeah, I forgot to put in a $140 grocery trip. So that means at the end of the month here that I was actually over on my food and household budget, and I didn't really realize it until I went to pay everything off. So even still, I was only over by $72.38. So it's not terrible, but still, if y'all have been with me for a while, then you know that I focused in 2023 on doing a low spend year, and I really tried to stick to this $600 a month food and household budget, and I did very well on it. So I kind of hate to see that the very first month of January 2024, I'm over by a little bit, but it is what it is. It's fine. I did have a couple other small expenses pop up this month. This meds, vites, and protein line in the budget, I had already spent that money when I did my mid-month budget update, but I did end up having to buy another litter box for my cat. So recently I had bought one because the one that Bjorn, my cat, had before, I broke it when I was cleaning it. So I had to order another litter box, which was fine. But I've had Bjorn for almost a year now, and Rollo has never shown any interest in the litter box. But here recently, he decided to start eating the cat litter. So, and don't worry, it doesn't hurt him. The type of cat litter that I use is, it's based off of wheat somehow, some waste product of the wheat that we don't eat. They turn into cat litter somehow. So it's not like the clay clumping litter that could really hurt your dog if they decide to try to eat it. But still, ew, that's a gross factor. So I don't know why all of a sudden that he decided he wanted to eat cat litter, but I had to buy another litter box to have one that has a cover on it now so he can't get in there. And that was $44.82. And then this mail thing is something I needed to mail quick like to my mom, and I paid $28.75 for the priority shipping. And it actually did not get there as fast as the post office said that it would. So I did apply for a refund for that, and it was approved. I'm supposed to get a check in the mail, but I haven't yet. So whatever. I'm assuming it will come soon, hopefully. And then I'll just put it like up here in the February budget if I get it in February, and it's fine. So those two minor expenses were the only thing that popped up since I did my mid-month budget update. I'm telling y'all, it's kind of a good thing that I have such a boring life, I guess, working third shift like I do. I just don't spend a ton of money. And really, I don't want to. It has to be something pretty major for me to spend a lot of money when my number one goal, the one thing I want out of life the most right now, is my own time freedom back. So if that is the one thing that I want the most, I really have no problem spending money the way that I do, investing as much as I do, and focusing on paying off a debt, for instance. I had all of this income this month, and where did the vast majority of it go? Towards my car debt. So at the mid-month budget update, I had paid $5,555.55 on my car. And I was hoping that I would have enough left over at the end of the month that I could throw another couple $1,000s at the car. And I did. I was able to do that. So the total that I sent to my car debt for January was $7,555.55. So I thought that I was going to be able to do a little bit more than that. But again, some expenses popped up and my income was a little bit less than I expected. So I couldn't quite hit this $7,800 mark, but it's fine. I wanted to at least do $7,500, a little more on my car, so that I could meet my goal of getting the balance owed on my car less than $10,000. And y'all, I am happy to say I was able to do that. Here is the screenshot of how much I currently owe on the car. It's less than $10,000. So I am so excited, and I can't wait to get the February budget setup video out there too, because February is a 3 paycheck month for me. So, this month I had the extra money from the retention bonus from my job that came in. Next month I'm going to have an extra paycheck. So I should be able to throw another big chunk of change at my car. I don't think it's going to be quite this much money, but I should be able to throw another significant amount at it. And y'all, initially I was giving myself 6 months to have my car paid off. I might do it sooner than that in 2024 here. If I really focus on it and keep my other spending in check, I don't see why I can't have this paid off by the end of April, hopefully. Knock on wood, fingers crossed, don't want to jinx anything. But yeah, I'm really focused right now on just getting this car debt gone while I have the chance. I had this extra money coming in January. I knew it was coming. I had some overtime on my first paycheck. Next month is a 3 paycheck month. I knew I had the opportunity, if I wanted to do it, to get my car paid off relatively quickly. And so that's what I decided to do. Totally realized as I was filming my budget review video that I forgot to color in the $10,000 icon on my debt-free chart for my car. So let's do that together right now. Whoops. Really quickly. 10,000. All right, done. It is insane to realize that in the month of January 2024, I was able to color in 4 icons. Insane. So yeah, let me film my February budget plan video next, and we'll see how many icons I can get in February. Almost done, you guys, almost done. So again, lastly here, my investing and fire tracking portion of the budget. If you're a channel member, check the membership page on the YouTube channel, and you guys should see these numbers there available for you. I updated my portfolio a few days ago. I actually do need to update the totals again because the market's been green here recently, which is nice to see. It's a nice change of pace from the last couple years of market struggling. So I haven't updated the portfolio in a few days. I need to. I'm getting very close to a big milestone here, y'all can see. As of a few days ago, I was 48% of the way to my fire number. So I am almost halfway there, you guys. That's a huge milestone that I need to celebrate somehow, and I have not figured out yet how I'm going to celebrate that, but yeah, that's a big number to really, I need to mark the milestone of that somehow or another. But as for the savings rate for the month of January, this is the thing that's gonna suffer for a little while until I can get this car paid off. Sure, I could count the car payment, the principal payoff on the savings rate because it does make my net worth go up. But I haven't been doing that in the past, so I'm not going to start doing it now, and the car is going to be paid off here in the next few months, so it just is what it is. The fact that I am throwing all this money at debt means that my savings rate this month was only 10.61%. So what I do include in my savings rate is my principal mortgage payoff, since that is an appreciating asset, this house. And I count all of my pre and post-tax investing in my savings rate. So since I am throwing all of my extra money at my car debt right now, it's the post-tax investing that is suffering right now. It's just on pause until I get this car paid off, and then I will go back to aggressively investing all of my extra money that I have. So after the car is paid off, I am aiming to see at least 60% savings rates every month, hopefully 70% or more. Y'all can hold me to that because, yeah, that would just be amazing to see. But as for the final leftover balance for the month here, I have left over $66.45 that will just roll over into the February budget. So that wraps it up for the January budget review. I am now going to go film this investing and fire tracking portion for you guys who are channel members. I appreciate you very much. I hope you guys enjoyed this budget review. Stay tuned for the February budget plan. I'm going to film that one too tonight. So, yeah, I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye, guys.